If you were to ask an astrologer how to read a natal chart, you would probably get a response that consisted of laughing and a serious side-eye, which would give off the vibe of "oh, darling." This is due to the fact that learning how to read a natal chart with the precision and expertise of a professional might take years of concentrated study in order to extract meaning that is true and consistent. However, while natal charts don't appear to be a repository of knowledge describing your cosmic background to the unaided eye at first glance, you might be interested in some fundamental information to somewhat level the playing field. Friends, that is definitely possible. How to read a natal chart by referring to the positions of the planets. Depending on where you were born in the world, your birth chart may include planetary placements. This refers to the position of various planets at the time of your birth. Glyphs are used to depict the planets on natal charts. Although there are variations of the glyphs themselves, the depiction that is provided below is most representative of how the planets are likely to look. One of the most important things to keep in mind about these planets and where they are located in your chart is that they each represent a distinct facet of your personality. Therefore, if you ever hear an astrologer say something along the lines of "your Venus is in Gemini" or "your Venus sign is Gemini," they are making a reference to the fact that a particular star sign, in this case, Gemini, influences whichever characteristic of personality is associated with the planet. Having this knowledge will allow you to recognize the glyphs that represent the planets when they are mentioned in your conversation. Sun. Glyph, a circle with a dot in the middle. The sun is the most important celestial body in astrology. When someone asks you, "What's your sign?" they are in fact inquiring about your astrological sign, also known as your sun sign. The sun, one of the two primary luminaries, casts light on the core of your general persona and identity. This can be compared to how the moon illuminates the night sky. It has authority over your ego, your perception of who you are, and the way in which other people would characterize you to other people. On the other hand, this doesn't necessarily indicate that your sun reflects how you truly feel on the inside. In either case, the light from the sun is the source of your sustenance and synthesis, which in turn provides you with force and energy. And according to astrology, your solar sign imparts a sense of confidence and authority to you. It reflects the aspect of your personality that is most dominant and your direct identification. Moon. Glyph, a crescent moon. If you don't feel a spiritual connection to your sun sign, there's a good chance that the moon has a much stronger influence on your life than you are aware of. Mainly due to the fact that the moon is the celestial body that rules over your feelings, your inner world, and your subconscious. Additionally, it is connected to the manner in which you nurture other people and the manner in which you anticipate being nurtured in return. And because of the moon's natural connection to the night, it is also able to guard all of your most intimate secrets, the ones that you are only able to openly acknowledge when it is completely dark. It's a much more specific section of your natal chart that, due to the fact that the moon enters a new zodiac sign every 2.5 days, can differentiate you from other people who were born under the same sun sign as you. And when the moon transitions into a new phase, it brings with it a new emotional climate that can have a significant impact on your day-to-day life. Rising. Glyph, an upward pointing arrow. This is not a planet, despite what you may have thought from your science education in the 6th grade. However, having this knowledge as the background is still essential in order to be able to read a natal chart, which is why it is included here for reference. Your ascendant sign, also known as your rising sign, is the image that you present to the outside world. Mercury. Glyph, a circle with two horns and a cross underneath. Everyone has a one-of-a-kind voice that is characterized by their own particular tones, ranges, and cadences. Every person has a set of go-to phrases that they employ in their day-to-day talks. If you look to Mercury, the planet of communication and cognitive function, you will have an even better grasp of the manner in which you convey your meaning to others. If you've ever wondered why someone takes an eternity to respond to your messages but acts like a big chatterbox in real life, it may have something to do with the fact that their Mercury sign is in the sign of Mercury. A person whose Mercury is located in the delicate sign of Cancer will communicate significantly differently from someone whose Mercury is located in the fiery sign of Aries. Venus. Glyph, a circle with a cross underneath. Everyone has their own special way of expressing their love for one another. Although some people value words of affirmation more than quality time spent with their relationship, others place a higher premium on the former. And according to astrology, Venus is the planet that most accurately reflects your romantic side. Venus is often referred to as the planet of love, and its influence can be seen in the ways in which people give and receive affection. It even characterizes your flirtatious behavior, as well as your sense of style and the way you indulge in sensual activities. In any case, Venus is also known as the planet of opulence. And while there is more to love than just romantic attraction, let us not forget that Venus is also the planet of friendship and other non-romantic partnerships. Mars. Glyph, circle with an arrow pointing diagonally. Your Mars sign is primarily concerned with physical activities that are combative and action-oriented. In other words, anything that gets your heart rate up and your blood pounding. Mars is a fiery, red-hot, bold, and assertive planet. It is a display of your sexual life and can assist you in determining the type of physical activity that is most appropriate for you. Jupiter. Glyph, a 4 with a curved arm. Jupiter exudes a tremendously upbeat and cheerful vibe. It is the planet that controls our success, good fortune, the truth, and our aspirations for personal development and growth. Saturn. Glyph, a curly H with a cross on top. Saturn is a symbol of difficulties, responsibilities, and boundaries, as well as everything else in life that screams, "You're an adult now." Saturn's return occurs around once every 28 to 30 years, hence this phenomenon is frequently linked to it. Uranus. Glyph, 3 vertical lines, with a bulbed end on the center line, and a horizontal line cutting through the middle of Uranus in your chart talks about what makes you original and unique. In fact, Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius, who is all about originality. Neptune. Glyph, a trident. Neptune remains in a sign for the entirety of a person's lifetime, making it similar to Uranus in that it pertains to groups of people rather than to individuals as unique as snowflakes. Neptune is the ruler of dreams and the imagination, as well as the center of creative activity, which makes perfect sense given the artistic nature of many water signs. Pluto. Glyph, a wine glass with a circle in the center. Pluto is a very little planet, but it manages to have a very large transit. It takes Pluto 30 years to move into the next sign, which means that its influence spans more than just one generation. Therefore, Pluto is currently located in Scorpio, the precise sign that it dominates, for both myself and a vast expanse of other people. That entails that we are obsessive, passionate, and intense, in addition to being a little bit self-absorbed. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.